printing, scanning, communication networks, surgery and skin treatments, cutting, welding, hardening, cladding, harvesting precious energy from the sun, used by farmers to make farming smarter and more sustainable. In entertainment and lighting effects, lasers and photonics have beamed their way into modern-day living. As the technology spreads, so does the need for new research and innovation, and ensuring a knowledge base that can outwit rapidly increasing demand worldwide. The African Laser Center Initiative, or ALC, is an open, non-exclusive partnership to stimulate innovation, research and technology development in lasers and the applications thereof across Africa. Aimed at local, continental and global partnerships, the ALC is a flagship program under the United Nations New Partnership for Africa's Development. Expert groups and communities of practice quickly formed to share the latest developments and applications. On the African continent, distances between scholarly institutions and facilities hampered sufficient close collaboration and access to experts or equipment.
Over the past 2 decades, we have not only seen an increase in terms of student participation within the program, but we've also seen new emerging research areas such as energy, agriculture and biophotonics that are also being supported under the program. In essence, what we do is we connect collaborators and research institutions through student collaborations, student projects, and also through our annual summer school, which is a learning event that is being hosted under the African Laser Center. Currently, the funding that is being provided for the African Laser Center comes from the Department of Science and Innovation through a grant by the South African Parliament. With the network expanding, there is a need for more funding where we are now looking at other agencies and different types of businesses that require pre-competitive R&D in biophotonics.
As a non-profit organization, the CSIR has structures in place to manage funding aligned with the requirements of donors. The funding is used to drive 4 programs within the ALC. These are ALC Research Collaboration Program, ALC Education and Training Program, ALC Knowledge Exchange Program, and ALC Scholarship Program. Calls for these programs are issued annually and separately at different times throughout the year and remain open for between 6 to 8 weeks. The ALC Research Collaboration Program supports travel and limited consumables for research collaborations between South African and African research partners in laser-related research fields. African laser researchers in the natural sciences, health sciences or engineering may apply, as well as full-time employees of research institutions. Preferably, the principal investigator or main applicant should be based in South Africa, and the project should have at least one South African but a mix of nationalities. In the past year, these totaled 20 collaborations in support of 110 students across the continent. The ALC Education and Training Program creates conversations about optics, lasers, spectroscopy through talks, seminars, small conferences, and summer or winter schools around Africa at partner organizations. The focus is on capacity and capability development. The annual ALC Student Workshop is a highlight where feedback is given from ALC-supported students and projects. The ALC Knowledge Exchange Program supports PhD and master's degree students on short-term exchange visits between South African and African research institutions to help cross-pollination and continental capability building.
I am Leonardo Chinda, a PhD student in physics at the University of Pretoria in South Africa. My research project involves the use of the femtosecond laser to investigate the ultrafast charge carrier dynamics in terpolymers for organic solar cell applications. This project is currently being funded by the African Laser Center, the ALC, and I am very grateful to the ALC for funding my doctoral research project.
Good day, I am Dr. Spiwe Trinity Nyagongo, a past recipient of the African Laser Center funding. I was under the supervision of Professor E.O. Olakami and Prof. Sisa. The funding enabled me to carry out experiments and characterization at the CSIR. This greatly contributed to the successful completion of my PhD. Further, I was able to contribute to high-quality journal papers. I became the first PhD graduate in my department at the Botswana International University of Science and Technology. I appreciate the skills that I gained in additive manufacturing.
The ALC Scholarship Program supports postgraduate studies for students from the rest of Africa at South African universities. Their aim is to drive collaboration and create a pool of doctorate-level students who return to their countries to spark new research. Students from an existing ALC collaboration project and students from other countries who wish to pursue laser-related master's or PhD research studies at a South African university can apply. More than 80 journal publications are produced per year, and up to 15 ALC scholarships are made available to African students studying through South African universities.
During the past year, projects were funded to research and develop, among others, the effects of a photodynamic treatment of cancers, to develop plasmonic biosensors for HIV, TB, and malaria detection, to investigate the influence of photobiomodulation on wound healing and stem cell differentiation, and to study photosensitizer materials for use as optical limiters. So material studies have also been conducted to improve the efficiency of solar materials. Other projects investigated laser shock pinning technology as post-processing technique for 3D printed metal components, and to study the mechanical properties of nickel and titanium alloy for medical applications. Projects were also supported to investigate the use of indigenous plants for cancer and diabetes treatment using photonics-based technologies.
Hello, my name is Lilian Mutia. I'm from Kenya. I'm a beneficiary of the African Laser Center Scholarship. Currently, I'm a PhD candidate at the Physics Department, Nelson Mandela University. I'm based at the Center for Broadband Communication, and my research is on building a radio over fiber system for 5G networks.
I'm Dr. Jared Sandy Winfield from Laser Research Center, University of Johannesburg in South Africa. I am one of the beneficiaries of the African Laser Center Scholarship that took me through my master's and doctorate degrees from 2016 to 2020. My projects mainly focused on the effect of a 660 nanometer photobiomodulation in diabetic wound healing. And from these projects, we contributed 10 publications, including a book chapter and conference proceedings. I thank the ALC for their support.
First of all, I would thank African Laser Center, Nelson Mandela University, Fort-Hare University. Without your financial and material support, this work would not have possible.
We are proud to be supporting young, passionate researchers and also building a legacy in terms of future explorers. What we cannot even begin to imagine is what innovation they will bring to the field of African knowledge economy.